Is it just me, or has takeout delivery gotten really expensive? That's because delivery person used to be an actual job that the company making the food would hire and pay for. Now, with all the third-party apps, all of the cost of delivery is consolidated into a separate fee. No, it's not just you. Yes, it has. Obscenely so. It's the third-party delivery apps. They've added another person to the delivery process who needs to get paid. It used to be, and still is, in some places, that your local pizza joint had a worker who also made deliveries. He or she would get an hourly wage, do stuff around the restaurant, and also make deliveries. The customer would just pay the standard cost of the food and then throw the driver a tip since they were using their own car. Now the driver and the app need to be paid. So the app charges the restaurants a fee. And the restaurants, in turn, raise their prices for people ordering through the app. Then the app adds additional charges besides the tip to ensure the drivers make a good enough wage to stick around without being hourly. And also so they make money themselves. The only way any of this changes is if restaurants start hiring their own drivers. But they don't have a major financial incentive to do that. If you're ever ordering pizza from a local joint though, they still usually have their own drivers. And your order will be practically half the price if you order through them and not the delivery app. Edit. One other way it could change is if delivery apps started using self-driving cars. Like those driverless Domino's cars. Delivery companies were operating at a loss since they were created. Now they need to raise prices to reflect the true cost of labor, or go out of business. If you're talking third-party apps, then yes, they would have gotten more expensive. To understand why, you need to understand VC funding, easy liquidity, and the network effect. Basically, VC funded a ton of apps based on their user growth, with the belief that at some point they'll be able to monetize these large user bases. To ensure growth, companies gave away food at a discount, have attractive incentives to delivery guys and you the user, so you'd add your network. Credit was easy. These VCs threw cash at these companies so they wouldn't go under. Fast forward to now. Credit is super expensive. These platforms have achieved all the growth they could get, and now they have to be profitable. Add into that inflation and your takeout bill just shoots up. It's always been too expensive for the most part. I mean, food and gasoline have gotten a lot more expensive, and those are two things that food delivery requires. Uber Eats charged me $60 for a shifty pizza. There's a really interesting podcast episode about what drives the prices and ethics of food delivery services. When is takeout not expensive? While some would pay $13 for 2 eggs, a slice of toast, cheese, and half an avocado, that's still like $23 of groceries. No, you're just no longer being offered subsidized rates. This is closer to the costs of the service than what you were lured in with. Yeah, it's stupid. Only a couple places near me charge a reasonable delivery fee and then the tip. Most of them seem go through Grubhub, Postmates, etc. It seems like they add at least $1 to the actual meal price. Then a bunch of fees and the tip. It ends up costing usually around $20 more than picking up or ordering directly from the restaurant. It sucks if you want to get food delivered. Yeah. Fees and taxes, then a tip can easily add 10-15 to already higher priced items on the app. In many cases, the food item on the app is higher than if you're ordered directly from store. Key point. Check your driving distance from the restaurant. They'll be happy with 1 mile driving, even with $4+ gas based on the driver subs. Distance, which includes tip and commission. You don't need to pay 20% on the apps. Delivery and service fee amounts to some portion of their pay. Your tip is the cake. Calculate your tip based on food cost, not the fee and tax cost. Yes, it's insane. Menu prices keep going up. Plus they add $1 $2 per item when ordering delivery. Plus a service fee. Plus a delivery fee. Plus a driver tip is expected. It's gone up 50% or more for some places here over the past couple of years. Yeah, I worked out with all the add-ons. Service charges, extra charges, tip, etc. etc. It costs 60% more to eat through Uber Eats than to go get it myself. Delivery is technically cheap when you consider the driving expenses. There is only one delivery joint in my town that you can make a decent amount of money at. $17-18 average per hour after expenses. Of course they aren't seeing the delivery fee, so that could be part of it being expensive. At the end of the day, if you're paying a human to drive one of your 3 daily meals to Tourhouse, it's going to be expensive because it's really inefficient, not to mention dangerous. Third-party delivery apps rip off both the customer and the driver. DoorDash pays like $2.50 base plus tip to the driver. I just checked a simple delivery, and a $5.50 hot dog has a $3.40 regulatory response fee, and a $3 fees and estimated tax charge. There's no sales tax in my state, so I'd be paying $6.40 to DoorDash minimum to get a $5.50 hot dog delivered. The driver would get their $2.50 plus whatever tip I tossed to them. And that's from a place that doesn't have the $5 or so fee tacked onto it. And it would probably show up all cold and soggy. Note that $2.50 is their compensation for driving to the store, waiting around, because the app almost never times orders correctly, and then spending the 7 minutes or so to drive to my house. The driver isn't even making minimum wage before expenses unless I tip. Local pizza place charges $6 for delivery, but at least they pay their employees $14.75 per hour in mileage and tips, and the food is always there, fast and hot. Paying the delivery driver a decent wage, or at least supposed to, and the insane rise in fuel prices are the most likely causes. Yeah, it's absurdly expensive, to the point I rarely touch it. I'll only order from places with free delivery on stuff like Grubhub.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.